who's gonna speak about innovation and education. And I'm gonna invite on stage Nare Avagyan from TUMO Center for Creative Technologies from Armenia. And I would challenge her to tell us how does innovation work in this space.
Hi, everyone. First of all, as a participant, I'd really like to thank all the organizers and sponsors, World Communication Network, U.S. Department of State. It's been wonderful one day so far. It's great to meet everyone. And thanks to all the organizers for making it very smooth and interesting event. My name is Nare Avagyan. I'm from Armenia, and I'll be talking about our center, TUMO Center for Creative Technologies. Sherry started with kids. I'll continue with teenagers and see where it gets. All right, so the TUMO Center for Creative Technologies is based in Armenia. Our first center in Yerevan was opened in 2011. We currently have 4 centers in Armenia, in Yerevan, Dilijan, Gyumri, and Stepanakert. Our goal is to have 28 centers across Armenia so that not only kids in certain cities benefit, but everyone across Armenia. And we now have 2 centers that are already open and running in Paris and Beirut, outside of Armenia. Next up is Moscow and Tirana in Albania. Let's watch a short video where you can see the center in Yerevan, and then I'll continue. Sound. While they're figuring out the sound. So we currently have 14,000 students in our 4 centers in Armenia. TUMO is an after-school program. It's open to kids 12 to 18. It's completely free of charge. Anybody basically interested can register. Our sessions start at 3:30 in the afternoon. It's not meant to interfere with school. Let's try this one more time. All right.
TUMO.
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 So our students are called TUMOian. The TUMO, which is specially designed for the students, they're open to sit at the TUMO to work on their own or at the round tables and work with their peers.
Նկարչություն,
Երաժշտություն,
Լուսանկարչություն,
Գրաֆիկական դիզայն,
եղեցիկ մոդելավորում,
These are the
անիմացիա,
focus areas that we teach, which I'll talk about a little bit later.
ստեղծագրություն,
ֆիլմերի ստեղծում,
խաղերի ստեղծում,
ռոբոտաշինություն,
So before I go on, I'd like to just talk a little bit about our mission. The aim of the program is to give kids ages 12 to 18 a chance, an opportunity to unlock their creative potential. They're free to choose what they want to study by exploring the different focus areas that we teach. The program is designed in a way so that each student explores on their own what we teach and eventually chooses what they want to go into. So it's a learning environment where young people charge of their own development. Currently, we have 14,000 active students in the centers in Armenia and about 1,000 in our international centers in Paris and Beirut. This is the center in Yerevan. As you can see, we have the two mobiles, again, to mention that the kids are free to choose wherever they want to sit, however it's convenient for them. They gain skills that is imperative to their success in the 21st century, but they also broaden their horizons and find guidance to their paths towards their professional and personal excellence. We have 14 learning targets that the kids explore, and those are in the intersection of technology and design. Things like animation, 2D graphics, music, writing, drawing, 3D modeling, robotics, programming, etc. The program is designed, again, in a way so that they advance through their learning path as they go. They're not required to take any examination when they register at TUMO. That's because the first step of the program, which is self-learning, gives them the chance to, again, explore the different targets, learning targets, and through the workshops and the learning labs which come after that, they advance and they gain more skills. So during self-learning, they do activities on a specially designed interface, which gives the students basic skills in that focus area and prepares them for the workshops. The TUMO path, it's a specially designed interface that allows each user to create their own personal learning plan and manage it as well. So as you can see here, this is an example of a student path. As I mentioned, we have 14 learning targets and the students choose 6. After choosing 6, they create their learning path, which shows them when they will have a certain workshop based on their chosen targets and which activities or prerequisites they need to complete in order to take part in that workshop. So again, this is something different because the schools in Armenia, they're not very flexible, but the program here is designed in a way to give them that flexibility and choose whatever it is that interests them. This path allows them to also manage their time and in advance see what's coming up for them. Now the workshops. The self-learning gives them the basic skills, and the workshops is what allows them to advance through their learning plan. Each workshop, permanent workshop, has 3 levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And the permanent workshops are taught by the local professionals or the content team based in Yerevan. The learning labs, they're taught by industry professionals, which are short-term intensive programs completing TUMO's learning curriculum. They're accomplished by international professionals who work directly with the students, providing career insight into their focus areas and allowing them to cultivate important relationships that will, again, help them on toward their success. We have over 440 workshops a year, 140 plus learning labs, and 300 permanent workshops. Again, these are taught by industry professionals who provide their time and expertise and share their knowledge with the students. We've had different professionals from different companies and organizations, as you can see, who've worked with the student. Now, this is a big deal because it's not every day that these kids get a chance to interact with such professionals and specialists. So it gives them a different view and allows them, again, to have a different perspective than what they're already used to. Let's watch a short video by different industry professionals who've taught workshops in TUMO.
A lot of people who come to TUMO talk about how great the facility is, and it is a beautiful facility. But it's really the kids, it's the energy, it's the talent, it's the sincerity that I find kind of unmatched, and it makes you want to come back.
TUMO is quite unique in the world. I came here and they left me with the autonomy to do it how I thought it should be done.
I wasn't sure what to expect, and I was kind of thinking it was going to be, oh boy, it's going to be typical American kids, and you know, they're going to run around, cameras are going to get stolen or going to get broken. These kids were some of the most mature kids I've ever, I mean, I don't want to call them kids. That would be you know, wrong to call them kids. These are very mature, you know, human beings, people.
The idea of TUMO is very good. I think they are preparing a new generation. They are working very hard on kids who are here, and maybe they don't need to leave this country to learn more.
When I came here, it was such an amazing, amazing community experience that now I'm here for a second year. I love this place. I can't get enough of it.
As you're teaching the workshop, it manages to inspire you back. You feel as if you're inspiring future generation of artists in Yerevan, and you yourself become extremely inspired by that.
TUMO organization is very well done. That's why I came back. I see that I had a good backup. I had everything I needed. So I had to do my best, and which actually was the reason I came.
As far as TUMO's dedication to technology and also arts in general, I've never seen anything at this level. I definitely see myself coming back to Armenia many, many, many times.
Next slide, please, Anna John. Okay, so I'd also like to show some student results created during the workshops. And one more thing I'd like to mention is that at TUMO, we don't provide diplomas or certificates. What we provide are portfolios for the students, which they can later on use when applying to universities or applying to jobs. And this is also meant to give students a chance to know how to professionally prepare their work and package their work and present their work. Because again, unfortunately, this is not done in schools. And during the workshops, they're taught how to correctly package their results, their work, and present it. So every student who is attending TUMO, who takes part in different workshops, is able to showcase their work through their portfolio. So I'd like to show some student results now. This is from pixelation animation workshop, and it was created by the students. The learning labs, which are taught by the different industry professionals, usually last for 2 weeks, but are more intense because usually students come every day as opposed to the regular workshops where they attend twice a week. The students who take part in the learning labs are usually the ones, not always, but usually the ones who have taken part in our permanent workshops and have some knowledge already. Because these workshops are intensive, usually it's the students who have the basic knowledge and take part in the workshop. Students who've completed all 3 levels of the permanent workshops. This is the center in Yerevan. We have a couple more videos, again, student results.
Workshop-ը որպես այդպեսին սկսվեց ավելի շատ ուսուցողական, թե ոնց կարելի է ընդհանուր կպցնել եղած JavaScript ծրագրին ուրիշ ընկերությունների API-ները։
Workshop-ի ընթացքում մենք օգտագործեցինք JS լեզուն, իրան Node.js-ը, մենք ստեղծեցինք մեր սեփական սերվերը Express.js-ով, օգտագործեցինք socket.io-ն, որով կապ հաստատեցինք front-end-ի ու back-end-ի միջև, այդ ինֆորմացիայի փոխանակումը դրանով իրականացրինք։
TUMO-ի workshop-ը հիմնականում
This
սկսեցինք
was a
որպես
programming workshop. I apologize, we don't have subtitles here, so Anna, maybe we can move on to the next one.
Ծրագիր, այդ ծրագիրը ոնց ինտեգրացնեք ուրիշ ընկեր։
This was an animation learning lab. Machine learning workshop with Google engineer Alan.
The goal of the workshop was to teach the kids the fundamentals of machine learning and to give them a little bit of practice using a machine learning framework. It's an open source framework that Google released a couple of years ago. It's called TensorFlow.
The learning lab was 2 weeks long. First week we were learning Python language as we needed for the TensorFlow. And for the second week we started to learn machine learning and we started to use neural networks. We learned the basics and how it is connected with real neurons in our body.
The students were very quick to catch on. They got through the tasks relatively quickly, and we had to move on to a new exercise that I hadn't intended initially.
The machine starts getting smarter every training step. And for example, if people say robots are going to take over the world and they're going to have emotions for themselves, that's going to be how it's going to happen. Because if they want to, let's say we design something and they want to know what it is, they don't understand in the beginning, but after a couple of 100 training steps, they're going to start understanding.
Just simple coding is not the future for programming and for everything. And the machine learning is the way how I see the future.
Can we skip this one too, Anna John? Okay. This learning lab was in Gyumri, the third center in Armenia.
Мы представили им варианты проектов, которые они примерно могут сделать. Мы думали, что, может быть, они как бы возьмут их и будут делать, но, в общем, те идеи, о которых мы им сказали, никто их не взял, все придумали что-то свое.
Решили построить курс на Arduino, так как это открытая система, и она более гибкая, то есть позволяет более гибко писать для нее код и получить базовые навыки работы C++ или Wiring. Так как у них уже был какой-то курс, довольно легко справлялись с технической частью, и поэтому могли больше внимания уделить именно программированию этих плат. Отдельный день был посвящен именно биосенсорам, то есть работе с мышцами, с
This was a programming workshop with Arduino, and the students ended up what they had planned in the beginning turned into something different because the students had other skills, and they were able to, through lie detectors and again neural signals, turn the workshop into something else. But the main workshop was working with Arduino. So we've also had some collaborations with different organizations. This one was an anti-corruption game in collaboration with the EU. It was called Tales of Netto. A group of TUMO students, some staff members, and alumni worked on the game, and they received an award in Germany as the best creative innovative project. All the design was done by the students. We had students from drawing, 3D modeling, programming, and game design take part in it, and they worked for over a year to create the game. We also took part in the first Global Robotics Olympic Games and won bronze. And the students not only represented TUMO, but also represented Armenia, and it was a big deal for the students. For most of them, it was the first time taking part in such a competition. A lot of time we get asked if we work with older students, university students, because the question is, okay, they come to TUMO, and then after 18, what do they do if there aren't a lot of opportunities? So we also have the TUMO Studios, which is an educational program that focuses on design and creation of analog products through either analog or digital means, and this is the target is 18 to 26 years old. This is the design for the TUMO Studios, which will be built adjacent to the TUMO Center in Yerevan. The TUMO Labs is a technology education program for, again, university-age students and young professionals, and it complements local universities by providing innovative project-based learning opportunities in cutting-edge fields. Since we're short of time, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. If there are any professionals who are interested in taking part in the program through teaching, you are welcome to do so. You can visit our site at tumo.org. Under the section How to Be Involved, you can apply, and we'll be happy to host you, and I'm sure our students will be delighted to get more knowledge. Thank you very much. Again, thanks to the organizers, and I really look forward to hearing the other speakers. Thank you.